is our 2-week update. So a 2-week postpartum update on me and on baby Lachlan here. So week 2 has been still a bit rubbish, to be honest. Robert left kind of just entering kind of week 2. I think he left on day 10 when you were 10 days old, didn't he? He's gone back out to the Gulf where he's deployed, and he'll be there till Christmas. So he'll be there till this little one is about 3 months old. Yeah, about 3 months old, which is quite sad because if you think about all the changes that happen between like 0 and 3 months, it's pretty crazy. So it'll be a different baby when he comes back. But never mind. So recovery wise, I feel kind of a bit more like myself this week. I'm still getting quite a lot of sort of the bleeding. Every time I think it's stopping, it comes back again. So there's that. I'm not really getting any cramps anymore, so that's good. The headaches have tailed off, so that's good as well. I'm still just a bit sore in general, and sort of the toilet and everything is a bit sore, so a bit graphic for you. My boobs are really sore because I'm still trying to breastfeed, which is going mixed, shall we say. I'll talk about that in a minute. In terms of my body, I still have like a bit of a bump where my bump was, but it's not as bumpy as it was last week. I don't weigh myself, so I won't be able to tell you what weight loss I have in terms of weight, probably more just on what my clothes are doing. So I'm fitting into some of my pre-pregnancy stuff, but not a lot of it. I'm tending to still wear a lot of my maternity jeans, but the smaller ones I had when I didn't have that big a bump with you. So I've been wearing them because quite a lot of my ASOS H&M ones were quite tight anyway, so they are doing me well right now. In terms of my figure and body in general, I think I was very lucky, and I kind of just put weight on my bump rather than anywhere else. So it is mainly my tummy that I'm gonna have to lose weight from. It's kind of just all jelly-ish and a bit wobbly compared to what it used to be. So once I get to my 6 weeks, I will be doing those sit-ups and lean and 15 hit workouts and all that kind of jazz, just to try and tighten things up again, because I don't really feel like me, which is a bit rubbish. Emotional wise, things haven't been great, to be perfectly honest. Oh, hello. Hello. Still sleeping? Things have not been that great. I feel like it's hit me more this time around than it did with Phyla. With Phyla, I kind of got the baby blues for a couple of days and then that was that. Whereas this time around, I don't know if it's just because there's so much added pressure on the fact that I have 2 kids and the fact that my husband's deployed and I'm not in my own house, and just in general, I have loads of support, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just kind of hit me more like a truck this time. And I'm not in a very good place. The smallest little things can cause me to have the biggest meltdowns and just crying, and it's not me at all. I'm not that kind of person, so I'm really struggling with it, and it's just, yeah, it's really hard. Night times are really rubbish. I kind of get that anxiety from about 7 o'clock onwards where I just have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach just about the whole night, and it probably has a lot to do with the feeding because we're still having a lot of issues, and yeah, just really emotional and a bit sad, and I really miss Robert. And as much as my family help and everything, it's not the same as your husband helping. Like, I can't bark orders at them and I can't expect them to do everything. Whereas if it's your partner or your husband, it's their baby too. So it's kind of 50-50 and you can expect more of them. So it's just hard, but we'll get through it. It'll be fine. We're in the best place. It'd be even worse if we were down south by ourselves. So that's good. Feeding wise, feeding is a hard topic for me to talk about without crying because it's just been so horrendous. This little one doesn't seem to want to latch still. He's still a bit hit or miss. We've had like one day where he latched on for like an hour or so, or like 30 minutes on each side. And I thought we turned a corner and I got really excited, and then he went back to not wanting to have anything to do with me again. So I'm expressing every 3 hours-ish, give or take. The amount I'm getting out kind of varies. The best I can get out, because the problem is I had mastitis as well at the beginning of this week. Forgot to mention that. That was horrendous. I was so ill. I was just so shivery and fluey, and it was in my left boob and it really, really hurt, and it was completely solid, and I had kind of like redness underneath. And I was at a neonatal appointment with him anyway about his head, which turns out it's all right at the moment. We just have to go back in a month to check, but the neonatal doctors were happy. They had a measure and a feel, and they don't think his sutures have fused early, so that's wonderful news. But I thought I'd pop along to the infant feeding team or try and catch them. Didn't manage to catch them, but I spoke to a midwife instead, and she was the one that was like, I think you've got mastitis. So I ended up having to go to the GP too, and I broke down to her. Literally that day I cried to so many people I don't know. It was awful. but I ended up getting antibiotics. I've been on them for a few days, and I've been massaging with like a hot flannel over it as well, which has made a huge difference whilst expressing. So I think we're over the worst of it, which is good. But it now means that that side, there's not that much milk coming out of it, no matter how much I express. Before I used to get sort of 50 out of both, 50 mils, and now I'm getting like 50, 60 out of the right one, and then like nothing, like 5 mils, 10 mils out of the other one. So that's a bit rubbish and a bit scary. So I've been reading up loads on how to increase your milk supply and all that rubbish. So for now I'm expressing a lot and giving him mainly my milk. He only ever gets topped up with formula through the night if I've run out and he's screaming in my face. But it's usually only like 50 mils. So that's feeding. In terms of his weight, we had health has just come out on Tuesday and Thursday, and they weighed him on Tuesday and he went down to 8 pounds 1, which was a bit rubbish because he was at 8 pounds 9.5 when he was born. But then by Thursday he was up to 8 pounds 6, so I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, he's back up and that's good. Routine wise, there's no routine at this age. I love a routine, don't get me wrong. I will be the first person to get you into a routine when you're a bit older, but for now there's no routine. We kind of just go with when he naps, and it seems like 11 o'clock every night, like clockwork, he's like bing and completely awake, which is rubbish, and I keep trying to keep him awake in the evening to see if that'll make him go to sleep at sort of 11, 12, but it's not working at the moment. So yeah, sleeping wise, he's a good sleeper during the day, and then he was a good sleeper at night until he started doing this 11 o'clock thing. Now he's usually awake 11 to like 1 or 2, then goes back to sleep, then wakes up again at kind of 3, 4ish for another feed, then goes back to sleep, and then usually has quite a long sleep actually till about 8, 9, so that's good for sleeping, not so great for feeding. And I'm up anyway expressing. Size, he's still in sort of first size clothes, 0 to 3 months, still swamp him. You're a little bean compared to your big sister. Yeah, your big sister was in 0 to 3 straight away. She skipped out and you born in first size. But yeah, he's really diddy. He's skinny compared to his sister. So yeah, he's still in first size clothes. To still have his legs nice and scrunched up, and he's a very big fan of his hands and arms, likes to flail them around. I probably should start swaddling a bit more, but haven't really got around to that yet. He also likes having things over his face, which was the same as Isla. She loved having muslins and blankets over her face, so not particularly safe, but it seems to be what my kids like to do. I think he's starting to get some milk spots. He's still got all his hair, that's not fallen out. And then development wise, there's probably a lot going on at this age, but it's just harder to see because they sleep so much. But he's a lot more alert, he's looking around, like noises. If there's a noise over there, his eyes kind of go like that, and he's wanting to have a look around, and he's liking being held by different people. And yeah, that's about it at this stage. I'm not really doing a lot of playtime and things for him yet because you don't want to overstimulate them. But he does have a couple of play gym things that we will be getting out very shortly. And that's about it for this update. So not too much to tell you, but yeah, 2 weeks in and on our own now. Ah. So sorry if I sound a bit negative. I'm just a bit tired and I'm just having a bit of a hard time at the moment. So hopefully I'll cheer up very soon. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these new videos now that baby's here. And we'll see you very soon. Bye!